Jazz as 2K Sports brings you today's action. Live from Salt Lake City, Utah. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Taking a look at Brooklyn. So far this season has been very disappointing, still without a win, and we're weeks into November. Harden bounce pass. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
And Harden with such a high usage rate, Doris, it's incredible how efficient he is.
Guys, his percentages are fantastic for someone who has to take so many difficult shots. He's not at the finishing end of alley-oops, let's remember. This guy is not allowed clear lanes to the bucket. He gets the best defender night by night. This guy has to work for every look he gets.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Here's Gobert. Can't hit that one. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
That was a rough outing. They did a few good things, but the inconsistencies caught up to them in that one.
To be perfectly frank with you, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were outclassed all night.
The drive by Mitchell. Nails the baby hook.
Well, the dribble drive game of Donovan Mitchell will keep defenders guessing. Boy, you've got to deal with every aspect of an offensive arsenal with this guy.
Now here's Harden. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here is Mitchell. Following the three from Kevin Durant.
Brooklyn ball.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. We've seen a quick start here for the Nets. It's a 5-point game. This their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take the game from either of the two meetings.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
Here is Harden. Following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Here's Sharp. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And it's Utah's ball. They trail by 3. Pass to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Inside. Nice shot by Gobert. And with Thanksgiving coming tomorrow, Greg, how many plates of turkey you think you're going to put away?
Oh, you got to get seconds. Just make sure you leave enough room for dessert. Sometimes a little walk is what you need to shake off what we back home used to call the itis.
Conley. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Pass to Harden. Here's the 3. Good on the triple.
That Kevin Durant with a nice feel right there. Just lead the guy to the open spot. That is beautifully done.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And the great thing about Durant, he gives you a lot of everything.
Yeah, it goes way beyond being versatile. This guy is a great shooter, an elite historical scorer, rebounder, passer, shot blocker, one of the most complete players in the history of the game.
Jazz trail by 4. Conley with it. Now Thomas defending. From the arc. And that's good. Michael Conley for three.
Well, just such a smooth, pretty lefty stroke. That three-point opportunity for Mike Conley. Yes, sir.
Now, here's Thomas. No points in the game yet for him. And finished off by KD.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Conley's shot is off. And stolen by Gay. Here's Whiteside. Rebounded by the Nets. Right side, Kevin Durant. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And that's 13 points for Kevin Durant.
Now the mid-range is his comfort spot, the sweet spot for KD doing work.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Now here's Durant. He had 27 points last game. Count it, good. KD's got 15.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Conley's shot is off.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
3 seconds separate the shot clock in game. And Durant gets it to go.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And so it's Brooklyn. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Yeah, we've seen them burying their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. A good first half for them in that department.
Pass to Conley. Three-pointer. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Now, Mike Conley, we know his pre-shot preparation is excellent. Catch-and-shoot bucket, yes, sir.
To the inside. Out to KD. Harden outside. Latrey. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert may get overlooked, but his coach understands what he means to the Utah Jazz. Quinn Snyder says his presence on the floor gives us a chance. He's our most important player as far as how he anchors our team. He's the foundation. And Kevin, the way they win games, it's saying something.
He is a Defensive Player of the Year multiple times. Phenomenal play. Thanks, DA. Utah calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
The Nets making a switch here. Here is Conley. He's got 12. second quarter. We're a little over a minute and a half in. That one falls. O'Neal's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
KD can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 6 to the middle. Look at that.
The so long, so athletic Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Back to Griffin. Nets passing it around. And the shot goes in. KD's got 6 in the quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Nets leading by 7. To the paint. Outside for Griffin. No good from outside. And so Gobert will bring it up for Utah. Come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree, but that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
And that one's good. Durant. And we've heard some talk, Greg, about the possibility of NBA expansion. What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it would be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season, and I know they would love to have a team back in the great Northwest. And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch, and he now often looks for his teammates first.
And your chance dancers. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your chance dancers.
And the Nets are going to change here.
Cameron Thomas.
Jazz trailed by 7. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Harden. Outside for Griffin. Here's Harden on the wing. Another shot. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And for a player with Blake Griffin's physical makeup, it was a big adjustment when he had to deal with injury issues. He's really had to reshape his body and his game.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
That makes him 0 for this quarter, and that has not helped their cause.
The Nets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Free throw good from Harden.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Here's Gobert. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Brooklyn the foul.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Several teams changing it up here.
Shoot two.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
You know, I think Rudy Gobert at one time was considered a throwback big, but the fact is he's adjusted his game and he's now able to play in the modern NBA. A defensive force everywhere on the floor.
Back to Millsap. Harden draws the double. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And the Nets miss again. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Jazz. 9-point game. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Mitchell. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Harden. He takes it in. No good with the layup.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
They double team Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Conley gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Utah Jazz last season was elite at both ends of the floor. Sixth Man of the Year winner Jordan Clarkson says, 3 things we've been doing well are playing fast, sharing the basketball, and defense. We're playing a fun style of basketball and just keep racking up the wins. Guys?
They are fun to watch and a handful. D.A. thanks. With it, Conley picks him up. Pass to Bembry. For 3. They get it back. Outside for Thomas. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Thomas got his first 3 points of the game.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Mitchell. That shot, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. And the basket by Harden.
Well, Harden is the right option here. He has 0 hesitation as a shooter.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Another miss by Utah.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy.
Down low. Here's Sharp. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Sharp's got the lead up to 14 now for Brooklyn. Here's Mitchell. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, that's just inconsistency from...
Yeah, quit that shit, bro.